Ready to go!
Alrighty, ladies and gents, welcome vlog 20. Today we are hitting specifics. Now, very interestingly, I get to change my specifics today, and the reason is because specific day is all about preparing for your next opponent. And as you guys know, I've called out Justin Bishop, and I'm currently waiting. I am waiting for WAL to make an official decision, whether it's going to be this September or early next year. It's pretty much done and dusted, as in I think it's going to happen. It's just a matter of when. So with that in mind, I am going to prepare for Justin Bishop. So g'day Justin, this is the video for you, my friend. If you want to come and work out exactly what I'm planning to do to you, I'm basically going to reveal it all here. It's just going to be a matter of, are you strong enough to stop me? But the other convenient thing is if I don't face Justin Bishop in September, my next real significant opponent is going to be Danny Tesh. And that's going to be at the Australian Nationals, which happens towards the end of the year. So preparing for Justin and preparing for Danny, fortunately, are very much hand in hand because they both have very similar, I guess, threats in their physicality. So we're going to start with this table on a 45 degrees setup. Okay, I've got the pronator handle and I've got it from a high attachment. The reason I'm doing this is with both Justin and Danny, I'm able to win the hand. Against Danny Tesh, 9 times out of 10 when I've faced him, I've won the hand. And when I faced Justin, 5 rounds out of the 6, I won the hand. Where I lose to both of those guys is once I get the hand back, their side pressure is too much. Justin was very explosive in his side pressure. I was actually able to move him over, but then he threw me back across the table and I got these kind of stops here. And Danny Tesh, he's a slow mover, but diesel strong. I get his wrist, I hit him down to here, and I can never transition to the press because I'm stuck here and I can sense that during that transitional moment, I'm not strong enough. So the weak link in the process from beating both of those guys is the ability for me to transition from a top roll to a press. Now, in that transition, like obviously being here is where you want to end up clean, still outside the hand. Very difficult to get there. So I need to train everything from the moment I take their wrist to the moment I get to here. So you're going to see me with a pronated handle doing this. Okay. So now you know, Danny. Now you know, Justin. That's how I'm going to beat you. Alright, so for specific days, Todd has recommended to me that I use it as a speed day. So there's not a lot of weight on here because this is not a lot of strength in this moment. But this handle here, this pronation handle, is allowing me to simulate this grip here. I've taken someone's hand, but if I relax, my hand gets wound out that way. Okay, so I need to have my hand working in a pronation sense. So palm down. I've gone from the top roll and I've got there. That's all I'm doing. Keeping my body high. I'm not dropping down. Just trying to simulate going from top roll, taking the wrist to press. Access to a press. Now, how many reps I'm going to do? I'm going to do 3 sets. 8 sets of 3. I did a bit more than 3 then because I was just demonstrating. But it's going to be fast, as hard as I can, as quick as I can. And I feel like that is going to replicate it really well. And at the end of the day, the more accurately you can replicate a specific movement or part of the movement that matters most, the more the reward's going to be in your training. So a good thing is I can still track my numbers on this. I've got a couple of months till Danny. I may only have 2 months or a month and a half till Justin. So this thing, right now I have only 6.5 kilos loaded on top of all of the weight of the stack and all the friction. So the force, who knows what it is in total, but I have 6.5 kilos loaded. If I can take this from 6.5 kilos loaded to about 15 kilos loaded for a 1 rep max, by the time those matches are coming around, it's going to be beautiful. Anyway, enough talking, let's do some more work. Alright, so you can see more speed then, trying to really On the rebound, rather than pause and go again, it's like a bang, bang, bang. And the reason we do that is because at that moment where you change direction, force spikes and sends a signal to your connective tissue to grow. Just give myself a short break, doesn't need to be a lot, just shaking it out. And I can straight away feel this, the connective tissue of my flexors and my elbow, they're alive. The press is something that I've only had in the last 3-4 months, the confidence to actually go for. You saw it against Alan at 504. It was the reason I won the match. Without it, I don't think I could have finished him. I would have just eventually faded to water and had nothing left. It was the fact that I could transition to a press that made all the difference. So I have one specific day in the week. The rest is just generic power-based side pressure, 1 rep maxes, combined with volume in order to rehabilitate all the connective tissue. So again, you can see I'm keeping my body really static. I'm not doing this because that would just simulate a top roll. This is meant to be simulating going from having secured the top roll to being in a position to press. That's the difficult transition. So who of you think I'm going to beat Justin? I want to know. Let me know in the comments. I saw the polls like 60-40. I feel it'll be a good match. Honestly, I feel like if I can take his hand again, it's gonna be all sorts of bad news for Justin, because last time I took his hand, 5 rounds out of 6, and even though he beat me, I could feel him fading. By rounds 4, 5, 6, it was getting closer, closer, and closer. So my endurance is there, and when he beat me those 2 years ago, I had never trained a day of side pressure in my life. Obviously that's very different now. And I feel like if it's going to come down to whoever wins the hand wins the match. Alright, one more set up and then we're done for that. And we'll move on to the next specific. I'm stiff from yesterday's volume. My shoulders are like reminding me that I don't normally train like that. Alrighty, so that is done. I've already written the weight up there for the specific side, 45-degree angle table, pronator handle, 6.5 kilos. Alright, now we're going to go on to just the regular, the kind of double rolling handle. So as part of specific day, you always need, well obviously I think cupping is one of the most specific needs that you have in arm wrestling. So cupping will always, let me just turn this table. Cupping is always going to be something that matters. Alright, I need some more weight on that. So last time I did cupping, at 15 kilos for 3 sets of 40. Alright, 15 kilos. Five, 10, 15. I'm going to go a little bit heavier today because I'm going at 20 kilos total. So I got 20 kilos on there. Last time I did 15 kilos for 3 sets of 40. Got 20 kilos this time. Alright, so 40 reps done then. That's not a heavy, you can see that my effort level there was pretty low. I'm not maxing, it's more about healthy lactic acid. A lot of volume in this program that Todd's given me, and there's a lot less max efforts than I expected to have in there. So it's nice. I don't even think I need more of a rest. I'm just gonna go again. This is a handle made by Australian arm wrestler named Adam Stefanik. If you're an Aussie and you want an amazingly good handle, hit him up. So lactic acid was significantly high at that time. It was definitely starting to burn. I feel like this program is very much hypertrophy. I feel like my arms are getting a lot bigger than they ever used to. I always used to do just specific hand training. Never used to do all this broader stuff, chest and shoulders and biceps. So I feel like it actually is balancing me. I don't know if my posture is any better than it used to be, but I know I used to be and I still am, very kyphotic, but I feel like this program is actually opening me up and improving my posture in a lot of ways. So the other thing, I don't know if you guys have seen it, if I just relax and just stand here, I think my right shoulder sits a lot lower. Is it sitting lower, Heather?
Yes.
Yes, okay, I could tell. Sitting lower. This is from tennis. When I grew up, from age 7 through to age 17, I was like trying to be a professional tennis player, and my right shoulder ends up sitting lower. No pain, but it sits lower. So if you're wondering why my right shoulder sits lower, that's that. Oh, and whilst we're answering questions about Ryan's body, a lot of people say, what's with the red mark above your eye? It's a scar. It's a weird scar. I got hit with a rock when I was like 5 years old, and it's the only scar on my body that's never faded. So, is it there or is it there?
That one.
This one? Okay. It's a rock that hit me. Alright, set number 3. So we're done on that one. 3 sets. 3 sets of 40 with 20 kilos. So we went up 5 kilos then. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is specifically my pronation. Pronation is one of the fundamentals of arm wrestling, and I think it's when you combine the ability to drag and the ability to pronate. So if you can stay on the back of the pad with your forearm pronated, it's very difficult for anyone to pin you. It forms the, for me, my pronation is like the basis of my high hook, and my high hook is what you're seeing me do against everyone right now. That's where I'm stopping people in a high hook. It's also the basis of the King's move, which is, I know, the center of a lot of controversy right now, the King's move, but it's pronation and drag. But anyway, even if you're a hooker, pronation matters a lot, and it should always be in your training in some way, shape or form. So last time, pronation, 15 kilos, 3 sets of 25. All right, so let's not do the same thing. Okay, so I'm going to, I've got 5, 10, 15. So that's what I did last time. I'm going to go to 16.5 kilos, so just an increase of 1.5 kilos. If you haven't seen how I do my pronation, I drop the attachment to a low attachment. I put the soft loop over my thumb. I take my arm entirely out of it so my bicep is resting, and I just pronate across the table. It's quite hard. It's a very small muscle group when you isolate it, but as we know, it's an important one. So did I get the reps right then? 15? Oh no, I only did 15. I was meant to do 25. All right, well I'll make that up in the next one. So 3 sets of 25 is what I got to do. I've done 15 on the first one, so I got to do 3 sets of 30. I got 2 more sets of 30 to get the total reps right. That's gonna be hard. All right, let's see how we go. Just picking it up. It's hard. Oh my goodness, 30 reps then was killer. That was muscular failure in a strength sense. That wasn't a lactic acid reason for me struggling. That was strength hitting its limit. So 17.5 kilos, or sorry, 16.5 kilos loaded on this machine for 30 reps is about my genuine max. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that again unless I give myself a good break. But so in the case, whenever it's like this for me, I know I can't do 30 reps continuous next. I'm just going to break it down. As long as I get the work done, I know that I've moved that much weight, or that much tonnage, and as long as that's on the increase, all good. But there's a few things that have changed about the apparatus. The fact that I'm using 2 cables now, and it's at a 1-to-1 ratio, is changing things. It's harder. I can feel more friction in the machine. But anyway, we'll try to keep it consistent from here on in. All right, one more set. Okay. Got to 30, but as you can see by the effort levels, that was crazy hard. Alrighty guys, so last, I guess, exercise in today's session is clamping. We've got 35 kilos loaded on here. Last time I did 3 sets of 30. So I'm gonna keep the weight the same today, and I'm just gonna go to 3 sets of 31 on this one. Pumping that out. A lot of people, even Todd Hutchins himself, doesn't like this, and a lot of people, John Brzenk doesn't like this, but Todd's permitted me to have it on this 1 day a week because he said you can do whatever you want on a specific day, and I love it. I love this thing. For me, the ability to squeeze whilst dragging and pronating sets my high hook. Like, it is so often how I stop people off the go. A lot of people see me as a catcher and then a worker. I'm not really an explosive hitter. And this squeeze with back pressure and pronation is how I'm stopping people at the moment. So this thing is perfect for training that. And this was just made by my dad. There are equivalents of it at Arm Assassins. Charlie's checking it out. What do you reckon, Charles? Hey, what do you reckon? Big buff head? But you can pretty easily knock one up. Buy one off armassassins.com. Make it up. That's the good thing about this whole sport. You can make up your training equipment as long as you can replicate the vectors that you need in a match, then you're going to be good. Alright, last one. I'm done. Actually felt really easy today. I know in the past that has been like a limit in lactic acid. I would say just towards the last rep then. The last 5 reps started to feel like lactic acid was peaking. Other than that, I felt pretty comfortable. So I guess that's a good indicator. It's been a while. It's been a couple of weeks because of WAL, and between Dallas Langston and WAL, all I was doing was volume to just try to rehab. But now we're back on the official program, so these are back, and that felt fantastic. So happy days. Alright guys, so that is it for vlog 20. Hope you enjoyed it, got anything out of it, let me know. But yeah, see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah, that's a man!